Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode, after finishing off our mine monster clear up and receiving a ton of Sepith as a reward, we returned to our Chapter 3 Day 3 patrol, covering Central Square and Station Street before taking another picture on the Ursula Road and starting to sweep the hospital, which we now continue. So Dr. Gunther is single, huh? I'm no doctor, but I'm sure I can fill that hole in his heart. Are you a fish? Try become fish first. To be honest, I'd really like to take just one more day off for tomorrow. That's when the parade's hitting the streets, after all. Can't say you truly experienced the anniversary festival without seeing it. I'm jealous of you police officers. You're probably able to use work as an excuse to go watch the parade, right? Hey, we'd never abuse our power like that. Probably. I'd love to see the parade tomorrow, but if duty calls, duty calls. Probably. Cecile, I believe she went to Shizuku's room. I worry that Shizuku is too self-restrained for her age at times. I imagine losing a mother so young forced her to grow up much too fast. I believe it would do her some good to loosen up and be as full of exuberance and silliness as a little girl should. I imagine losing a mother so young forced Shizuku to grow up much too fast. Yes. Let's keep on. Where's Dr. Gunther? So are you enjoying the anniversary festival? I know I am. I just found a new fishing hole yesterday, and boy, have I hit a gold mine. Plan to run over there as soon as I can. Aren't you in the middle of work? Oh, well, yes, but be a friend and keep that from the other doctors, alright? Oh, and just for the record, I did finish all the work I had to take care of for today, so it doesn't really count as playing hooky. I got my duty squared away, and now I've earned me some fishing time. You can't argue with that logic, right? If that's really how you feel. Why do they need to go under everyone's radar? Because it's fun. Handing out risque magazines is my special way of greeting someone. Dr. Gunther seemed more than happy with my gift. He's a personable fellow, alright? Okay. Is this guy really some great doctor? I'm not sure if I buy that. Yeah, I can understand why. Mr. Croyce! Oh, hello everyone! I certainly wasn't expecting to run into you here of all places. No one was hurt while on duty, I hope. Nah, nothing like that. What about you? Are you injured, sir? Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. Despite having so much on his plate as the IBC CEO already, Uncle Dieter puts his heart into many philanthropic projects throughout Crossbell. One of those being an annual tradition where he gives presents to those hospitalized at St. Ursula. If they can't enjoy the anniversary festival, I'll bring some joy to them instead, he always says. Wow! You call it philanthropy, but there's hardly that much more involved, Ellie. It's simply a gift from me to them. I slip out of work to do things like this every now and then. Some may call it self-indulgence or believe me foolish for taking the time away from my job, but this is an irrevocable part of who I am. Whoa, I didn't think a guy like him could get so fired up. Agreed. For as charming and unruffled as he has been with us, he certainly, or clearly, has a more serious side to look out for as well. One might call what I'm doing philanthropy, but I'm hardly parting with a whole lot of mirror. It's just a nice hobby of mine, that's all. What a hobby it is, Maribel never fails to indulge me in it. Oh, I'm incredibly thankful to her and the others for supporting my little outings. I know we have a tight ship to run at the IBC. I hope I can give back to them in a way that expresses even a fraction of the gratitude I feel. Oh my, Mr. Croyce! On behalf of everyone here at St. Ursula Medical College, thank you for visiting us again this year. I'm sure the patients will be absolutely delighted. Oh, it's my pleasure, I assure you. Just figured I'd stop by and see how Crossbell's favourite hospital is doing. I've worked at St. Ursula for a while now, and this is always the busiest time of year. As you might expect, the staff here doesn't have much time to rest. I remember feeling like the luckiest girl in the world when I had the opening day of the festival off. Every year, Mr. Croyce donates enough presents to give one to all of our patients. Blows me away each time, especially when you see the smiles on our patients' faces. Mr. Croyce is truly the most generous man I know. Surely he is. We hear a lot of good things about people. Crossbell seems to be running quite well with its deep, seedy underbelly, etc. I had my practical training yesterday. I thought I nailed it, but Dr. Lager wasn't impressed. Apparently, judging by the B- he gave me. Dang, the road to becoming a capable doctor who can hold her own amongst all the men in this field might be even steeper than I imagined. I was sure I deserved an easy A+ on my most recent practical exam. Everything was perfect. There wasn't a single answer I didn't know. But to go and get B-. Looks like I'll have to hit the books even harder to make up for that complete dud. Isn't practical where you're like doing an experiment or doing something rather than like... I thought that was what practical exam was. Not like a test, which sounds like she took, where she knew all the answers to the questions. It's a practical is doing, isn't it? That's what I thought. I let Gwen take the lead on internal medicine examinations the other day, though. That may not have been my best decision. I can't criticize her skills and knowledge, but she lacks proper bedside manner. That's something she's going to have to learn if she ever hopes to reach the standards we have for our residents. Oh, okay, so that was the issue. You can literally just tell her that. To actually assess the specificities of a disease, one must be able to build a rapport with their patients. Gwen still has much to learn when it comes to that, I'm afraid. Oh, that's right. So for today's lecture, we'll be reviewing the inner structure of quartz utilized within medical equipment. Excuse me, miss, we aren't students. I think you're still half asleep. Oh, you're not? I'm sorry, but outsiders aren't allowed during lectures. Who are you lecturing? Apparently my son took part in the uproar that happened in Crossbell City yesterday. Thanks to the police, it was resolved without incident, but... I swear he's going to worry me into a heart attack if he keeps this up. As much as I need to give him a stern talking to, my hands are simply too tired with work. Going back to you being a pathetic excuse of a father, are we? You're a bit wallowing in the self-pity there. Ouch, my poor throat. Looks like someone passed their cold on to me. My wife! Hey, now don't try to slough that cold off to me. I'd appreciate if you and your germs took several steps back. Yeah, why are you on the same bench then? Are you not together? That's wrong. If he's got a cough and he's decided to sit next to someone randomly out of all these 3 seats. I was on the edge of my seat during yesterday's race in the downtown district. So much so that I fell flat on my face in the excitement, and I wasn't even in the race. That's why I'm here, actually. Wait a second, does this mean we indirectly landed this guy in the hospital? Well, I try not to think about it too hard, Randy. Might have got hurt during the race, but that's on me for being a total klutz. Poor thing is that I had fun, right? Man, it would be awesome if they made a yearly tradition out of it. La 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 la, we didn't do anything. We're good. So that's St. Ursula Medical College. Sweppity swept. Where to next, you say? Right. Wrong menu. We should probably aim to go for... We'll leave the stalker investigation because we can like kind of go through the back alley and into the entertainment district to like activate this quest. So I guess it's the Old Armorica Road monster extermination that could be next on our list, but that does leave us with a little combat left to do, if you know what I mean. In amongst everything. It's on Old Armorica Road, so it's past the rest stop by the look of it. Then we can come back in via East Street. There's a downtown district too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Patrol takes a long while, doesn't it? Am I balancing it out properly or not? That is the question. Are we spacing things out in a good fashion? Well, to be honest, after doing that, there's Tangram Gate and there's... Yes. There's a lot of things. Let's see. You parked 2 cars on a single permit. Okay, sign this for me. All that's left is the fine now. Damn, they caught on to us. I thought we'd be alright during the anniversary festival. So the car that was not supposed to be here is gone. And the other car is getting in trouble. Are we the man now? I don't know. Are we the bad guys? Probably yes. We're the government. We're coming to ruin all your plans. Right then, our Old Armorica Road it is. Let's keep on keeping on. And find ourselves a monster. Ah! Olizandri times. They're beautiful, aren't they? Just remembered, we can see the space of the monster via the map. So it's not within that section over there. It's got to be between, like, Armorica and the rest stop then, most likely. Yeah, well, it's just a little bit further on than the rest stop. Something tells me these wouldn't change. It's one of the destinations along the Crossbell and sightseeing tour. Everybody at the tour's been having a great time, myself included. This is one beautifully built rest area. Anybody unaccustomed to traveling would deeply appreciate this. I think this is the same dialogue. She says about someone being inside the machine. Yeah. So everyone here is the same. With the same dialogue as they had the previous day. Because they're all tourists. They're all not natural residents of Crossbell. I was going to say, they're all not natural. Then what are they? Robots. Now that's... Oh my goodness. That's a Sepith Demon. I've got to say, it looks quite interesting. Oh! They labeled this quest wrong! Sepith Demons! Say it with me now and say it correctly. I could use the cheat. Oh, I can't use. So I hit the holy bullet here just to give some people some extra CP, because we're about to use some on a scam. A strange monster with Sepith masses in its body harnesses Carnelia Septium to breathe fire. Is weakest to wind, not water. Resistant to death blow. Not resistant to seal? That's an interesting thing to add on. Well, let's send Lloyd Bannings up as far as we can, so these two can take the hits. That's some nasty breath. And seems like being near each other is really bad. Well, I gotta go with that. How do I keep my phone near me? Do you know what I mean? Kind of getting wrecked. Well, I didn't want to move you too far away, but I was hoping for something like seal, just in case that actually did work for what I was doing here. I can't really hit anyone without doing something else bad. If I use crash bomb... Oh, that is probably going to knock them back still, isn't it? Oh, God. Well, they're blinded, muted. That one guy's basically can't do anything, so that's good. It's fine, you guys are only on fire. Never mind. I think that guy actually cannot act anymore. Maybe they've moved close enough to each other. Okay, maybe not. What is happening? This poor guy! He's not sealed anymore, though. I mean, he's burnt all my guys to a crisp, so I really shouldn't be too sympathetic with him. But you know what I mean, right? That guy's going through fun times. Wow, that's a lot of CP that I've already used. Oh, thanks for moving close when the critical's about to come out. Oh, no. Oh. I can't hit again. That will knock that guy away. Well, I guess I can't knock the guy in the ice away. Like, how can I approach this without doing a thing that I don't want to do? I guess I'll just attack this guy normally. Okay, that did knock him. And this is a critical ice hammer. Oh, well. If in doubt, Tio wins. KO. I guess that's what we learned from everything we just did, right? I think that guy's dead from freeze alone. He never stood a chance. When Tio started with the heavy artillery. Was job done. 2 burn corpses have attained. Well, there you go. There you have it. If I'm right in saying, chance to burn enemy plus 10%. So, we can have that along with mute? No, we can only have mute or that. Okay. Now you're just like, well, who do you want where what? Because you have blind, you have mute, you have poison. You have nothing, but we don't often melee with you. We could switch you to burn, but then you've got other ways of doing burn. But it's a 5 instead of a 3. We'll have to figure out what to do with that in the future. But hey, another support request down. That actually leaves us with one more before our urgent. I'm assuming I don't have to give in thingy yet, because we want to go there first. An ancient ruin? Does that sound like a place where we could do a photo? Still not available yet. It was the paper that said it was going to become open, right? I'm not just badly remembering this. Right, well, let's check out Armorica Village and Tangram Gate. And work our way through the rest. Oh, high speed mode off. We see a good amount of tourists come by during the festival every year. We're especially popular this year, it seems. I think the food store we set up in the city is enticing a lot of folks to come and visit. After all, I've never seen the bus drop off this many people before. And the fishing guys are here. I'm sure glad Crossbell invested in this nifty bus service. Yeah, public things like that are good, aren't they? It's crazy how different the culture is in Armorica compared to the village. I think I thought I was going to see all sorts of high-tech agricultural ornaments. All the tourists are saying the same thing. Well, I guess it's refreshing to have places to withstand modern times. So you're not in here. Who's fishing then? Taking it easy and relaxing in Armorica Village is one of life's greatest treasures. You know what? I think I'll treat myself to a tasty carp I caught today for lunch. Oh, the weather around these parts is wonderful. I'm sure this stream's carp are going to be one-of-a-kind delicacy. Let the fun begin. So, for the young girl who's been waiting all this time for the fishers to come back... Wait, on the bridge over there. Those guys are fishing, right? They must be Fishermen's Guild members. Think, Salem, think. Should I go for it and try to strike up a conversation? Please do. I'd love to be a part of the Fishermen's Guild, but there are members standing right there. But what if they don't want to be bothered right now? They'd love to be talked to about fishing. The Falcon Shell fan boat was surprisingly elusive. I had to look for it everywhere before I actually found it. Oh, I never would have guessed a boat like that would be at a library. From the looks of it, it was put together by some Ark and Shell superfans. Supposedly only a few copies of it exist in the whole world. I'm half tempted to keep it. Well, you can't do that. Give me the book. Think about it. Because of the book's popularity, I may never be able to check it out again, ever. Oh well, I'll just take my sweet time reading it. Quite a few tourists have been staying here since yesterday. It's pretty refreshing. Most of my customers end up being traders like Mr. Hayworth. They've been telling me that after eating at our food stall, they just had to visit the village. Something about that is genuinely touching. It brings me so much joy to hear they liked our food. Ah, my dear Celia isn't here. I never knew this inn would be so lonely without her. Can the anniversary festival end and return my Celia to me? She's not yours, Guy. Being here in the village is like a breath of fresh air. I can almost imagine myself tending to the fields while basking in the sun's glow. What more would I want to spend the rest of my days in a relaxing place like this, said Taurus Spread yesterday as well. Taurus Spread's imagination hasn't changed since yesterday. You know what? I had no idea that this village was such an amazing place. I could definitely see myself spending my later years relaxing in this kind of calm environment. The view of the fields next to the village chief's house is breathtaking. If I stayed holed up in Crossbell City during the festival, I never would have seen such a beautiful sight. If you come to the SSS Annex, I will treat you to a beautiful sight. Sunbathing on my roof. The soft murmuring of the river, the chirping of the birds, the gorgeous scenery. I bet Armorica would be the perfect place for a nice picnic. And speaking of picnics, he is starving. Hey Mum, check this out. I heard this from someone who was at the festival. They said that there was this big race between the Braces police and gang leaders. Really? Oh heavens, that sounds like an accident ready to happen. A race? Did they fight in it? Can't say I thought people would be talking about the race all the way out here. Hey, rumors spread quick, you know. Big race between Braces police officers and gang leaders. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Playing is okay, but fighting is a big no-no. It won't be my fault if Mum gets mad at you, just so you know. Goodness, the city sounds more dangerous with every new story I hear. It was all above board. Oh, yeah, this is the veggie tourist. Ah, good thing we stocked up. These tourists are buying honey by the droves as presents. We're really doing well for ourselves now. Agreeing to Derek's idea was one of the best decisions I could have made. Ever since yesterday, we started to get way more customers than usual. Ramps is pumped, but to be honest, all these people kind of make me a little dizzy. You sold nothing for 10,000? Okay, cool. I really need to go to the IBC, don't I? Yes. It's all fine and dandy that the village is getting more tourists coming through, sure. We got plenty of dangerous places here and there around the village's outskirts. Best we warn all these city folks and foreigners to stay away from them. Especially the ancient battlefield off Old Armorica Road. Wouldn't do to have anyone wander in there and get hurt, or worse. When are you opening up? I'm sure the paper said that it was opening up. A lot of tourists came to visit Armorica Village. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, but I hope they don't get in the way of our farm work. It's like, hey, we're getting rejuvenated with tourist income, but equally, they're stepping all over the things I don't want them to step on. It's good to see the village so lively with tourists, but how long will it actually last? In the end, they're just tourists. Once the festival comes to a close, they're all going to gradually leave, right? Also, there are disturbance to our farmers. I knew this plan wasn't without its flaws. The village may become livelier for a time, but I have a feeling it will only be temporary. Also, there are disturbance to our farmers, yes. Ah, the old and the new collide yet again. On one hand, I understand my husband's worries about tourists, but on the other, I'm so happy that Derek is trying to improve Armorica Village. Indeed. Whatever happens, I know that Derek has the qualifications and drive to become the next village chief. And that, in my opinion, is something to be proud of. There will be a change in the future, won't there? Changing of the guard, changing of ideals. Armorica will change. But that's a bit off in the future. Now, to Tangram Gate. Ugh, crap, I can't start dozing off. No one's going to get in trouble if he keeps yawning and dozing off like that. No skin off my back if Deputy Commander Bells finds out. Oh yeah, you guys are that new police squad or whatever, right? If you need the Deputy Commander, her office is on the second floor of the gate. I'm pretty sure she's in right now. It's always such a thrill to hear the thundering sound of the trains when they pass by the gate. Well, the only bad thing is that the wind from the train usually makes my skirt fly up. Whoa! I'm practicing the best way to hold my skirt down when the wind starts to blow up. You have to shout whoa while you do it. Is this the ideal? I have a shift to take care of over at Crossbell Station later today. One of my guardsman buddies, Romeo, is typically posted there, so I might just get to say hi. At Crossbell Station, eh? Will we actually see him there? Probably not. Bus coming from Cowboy should be arriving just a bit past noon. Alright, time to brace myself for the rush. Do you think anything's going on at Tangram at all? Not even noon yet, and my stomach is already yelling me for grub. I wonder if anyone would do me a solid and bring me a snack. We haven't seen Joshua and Estelle yet. I better finish the rest of the food prep and fast. Once the Calvardian bus shows up, it's going to get insanely busy in here. What's up? You looking to get some rest here? I mean, how much does it cost? Corner mirror. I have another way to rest. Beautiful. She can recharge by walking, if I'm right in saying. Been informed this isn't in fact the passenger waiting room. How careless of me. Well, be as it may, I still have the irresistible urge to clean up this mess. Still. You've been here since yesterday doing that. Deputy Commander Bells couldn't care less whether you're male or female. If you have skill, then that's what she'll take note of. Because of that, we have to work harder than what we used to, but it's totally worth it. The guardsmen should be in the middle of conducting their daily patrols. Since there's been an influx of new tourists, we have to be even more vigilant than usual. You never know what might happen. After all, Crossbell isn't the safest place in the world. Remember Stargaze's Tower? Do I ever? Well, keep up the good work, Noel. If you ever need us, just give us a ring. We've got your back. Is this what they call grandstanding? What's that supposed to mean? Come now, Tio, you don't have to be that frank with Randy. Mademoiselle, come on, tell her she's being crazy. Randy, if it's any consolation, I didn't think you were being patronizing or anything. I appreciate that, but you don't have to go so far as to comfort someone like me. Hang in there, Randy. Okay, you can drop the drama queen act, Randy. Poor Randy. I heard an interesting story recently. Apparently a fight broke out between some delinquents and bracers, and you decided to intervene. Crap, you heard about that. We have a perfectly sound reason for everything that happened yesterday. I don't want to hear your excuses. Delinquents or not, it's unacceptable for the police to lay their hands on citizens. Well, that's what I would normally say. Huh? In reality, police work requires you to subdue criminals whether you'd like to or not. However, you're the special support section. Far from a traditional police squad, you have the advantage of tackling things unconventionally. If you're dealing with riled up delinquents, perhaps finding somewhere they can vent their frustration isn't a bad idea. That's how I see it. Are you sure you should be saying things like that to us, Deputy Commander? I don't see why I should be the one to scold you if Sergei didn't find it necessary. Just continue to do as you've been, alright? Will do, ma'am. She doesn't press rules without reason, and she's able to adapt their approach on the fly. She really does seem like the ideal boss. However, keep in mind that unconventional methods can bring in unexpected results. Never forget to think long and hard about what sort of outcome your actions will bring. Do that, then act accordingly. Deputy Commander Bells has wisdom aplenty. Yep, and you're still thinking the same thing? So, unless Joshua and Estelle are randomly down here by this chest, that looks like Tangram Gate is pretty much complete apart from this top floor. I guess if we patrol East Street next, we will be able to find out where they are. We really have a fantastic view here. Despite my complaints, I can never settle down when I go to the city. With that in mind, guarding the border isn't too shabby. You know, I feel a bit relieved to see all the Calvardians laughing and smiling when they stop by the gate. Before the non-aggression pact was signed, terrorism was rampant here. Can't put a price on peace. So, back to the city. Have we done every outer location now? St. Ursula, Mains. Yeah, we've done every outer location. So now we have to do the inner locations, knowing that these locations shouldn't change later on. So with all those bits and pieces done, let's get back to Crossbell City and enjoy. East Street! Do we do the downtown district true or not? Because let's face it, we've got Central Street. Well, we've done Central Square. We got Admin, Harbor, Entertainment, Back Alley, East Street downtown. There's still 5 locations to sweep as a whole, so we should probably do East Street downtown at the least, I feel. A lot of tourists are visiting Armorica Village this year. It's a gorgeous place, not to mention they have the tastiest food in all of Crossbell. Armorica Village is both beautiful and filled with delicious food. I can totally understand why a bunch of tourists are going to check it out. Oh no, we should look at all these tourists swarming in again this year. There's no need for them to be in such a hurry. They got 5 whole days to enjoy everything the festival has to offer. Don't have anything double to say to me. I don't think I've got a supreme dish to hand in at the moment. My husband is at the Business Owners Association tent today as well. I think he's worried about some of the junior members. Not that he'd ever admit it. Utterly hopeless, isn't he? I'll have to bring him a nice boxed lunch later. I'm sure he's engrossed in negotiations, as he usually is. Maybe he is indeed. Hey guys! But delinquents like us, your bros are more important than your family. And festivals are the perfect thing for some quality bro time. Yeah, well, where are you heading today? Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna head to Central Square. On a second, World, I'll go buy some drinks. Dude, we have the right to enjoy this festival as much as anyone else. A bunch of cops don't have the authority to strip us of that right. Yo, you losers still at it? You guys are looking pretty tired. What's the matter, you weaklings? Unfortunately, not all of us have inhuman stamina like you, Old. Wait a second, are you planning to go out to the festival again? What's it to you? How we spend our time at the festival is none of your damn business, kid. Right, I'm not sure what we expected. It really is exhausting trying to put up with him. By the way, Red, let's have ourselves a real fight next time. No holding back, you coward. I'm not going to sit here quietly after seeing that little stunt you pulled back there. Come on, man, you got to give me a break. I just got a little carried away yesterday. Happens to the best of us, you know. Keeps getting more and more interesting. I just want to take you out on once you got your head out of your ass. Sheesh, going all out like that was clearly a big mistake. Yeah, I'd love to go around with that blackhead kid. Got the feeling he'd give me one hell of a fight. I'll beat the piss out of every single one of you while I'm at it. Wait, was he included? Sure. Didn't really go well for you thus far in any fight that we've had. Man, my buddy keeps grumbling under his breath. I already told him I don't want to be a merchant. What more else does he want? Hey, Puck, check it out. Look at all those people out here. If we open up a shop, I'm sure it'd be a huge hit. Oh, Daddy, he went and scared another customer away. You can't just keep doing that. You have to put on your best smile for the customers. Looks like the tour buses have started arriving in droves. There's still a bunch more of them waiting to enter Crossbell over at Tangram Gate. Man, the food is a trip to flavor heaven. That waitress is super cute too. This place just makes me never want to leave.